Hello and welcome to this Good Vibes session. So I want you to start at the front of the mat, and we're just going to take a second to really ground our feet down, put our hands in Namaste and set our intention for this practice. And then we're going to inhale, raising our arms up to the sky, and then exhale, folding forward at the hips, palms facing down into intense forward fold. So your stomach should be touching the thighs. Legs can be straight or bent, whatever's comfortable for you. And then you're just going to inhale and go up into a half forward fold, straightening the arms and the back, so keeping a flat back. And then put your hands back to the ground, and then you're going to kick back into Chaturanga Dandasana, so plank pose. Your shoulders should be over the wrists. And then I want you to slowly lower it down while keeping your elbows pointed back. And then inhale to upward facing dog. Now I want you to flip the toes over. And then inhale to lift the hips backwards, straighten the legs, and exhale to push the palms of the hands to the floor for downward facing dog. And we're just going to stay here for 5 breaths. As this yoga is all about positive vibes, I will be throwing affirmations to you all throughout the practice. Okay, so take your last inhale and then exhale, and then slowly walk towards the front of your mat. And we're going to go back into forward fold, keeping your palms to the floor, crown of the head facing downwards as well. Nice deep breaths. And then we're going to inhale, put in our hands to our thighs, because we're going to come into the half forward fold again. And then inhale while sweeping the arms up. Exhale, hands by your side. I'm going to go straight back in. Inhale, arms up to the sky. And then exhale, arms back to the floor for our second round of sun salutations. Then we're going to inhale, coming into that half forward fold. Really feeling that stretch on your lower back. Put your hands to the floor and step back into the plank pose, ready to lift down slowly and controlled. Peel your heart off the mat, straighten the arms for upward facing dog. And then flip the feet over, push the hips back for downward facing dog, keeping that nice V shape. While you're here, I want you to take a moment to feel where there's any tension building up in any of your body. Feel free to pedal the legs. Wherever it is, locate it, go towards it, and then work on it a bit. And then we're going to take the right foot, bring it forward halfway, and then just put it between your hands, because we're going to rise up into crescent lunge, bending the front knee, keeping the back knee straight, making sure the chest is straight at the front of the mat as well. We're going to place your hands back down either side of the foot. Push that foot back and then go back down into lowering your plank pose, and then inhale into upward facing dog, and then exhale into downward facing dog. This time we're going to take the left knee up and then place the foot between the palms of the hands slowly for crescent lunge. Inhale as you rise up and hold it here for 5 breaths. While you're here, I want you to think, today I am filled with positive energy. You can say it out loud, you can keep it in your head, but while you're in the pose, I want you to really feel it. And you're going to exhale, putting your hands to the floor, pushing that leg back and going back down in your plank pose. Inhale, lifting up the chest, upward facing dog. And then take an exhale while you push the hips back into downward facing dog, really pressing the palms of the hands to the floor in front of you. Step your feet forward, back into forward fold, and then we're going to halfway fold. Hands to the floor. You should really be feeling grounded now. And then I want you to take an inhale and raise your arms up over your head. And then take an exhale as you bring your hands down into heart center. Namaste. Next pose is Bukit Asana. So I want you to bend, sweep the floor, keeping your arms up, pushing your bottom back into chair pose. Feet should be hip distance apart. And you should be actively pushing on your legs. This strengthens all the leg muscles. And then fold back into your forward fold. Inhale into half forward fold. And then you're going to take an exhale, placing your hands to the floor, stepping back into plank pose to lower it down slowly. Make sure that your elbows are pointing to the back and it's slow and controlled. And then push up while you inhale into upward facing dog. Flip the feet over, push back on your hips into downward facing dog. And you're going to breathe here for 5 breaths. Now bring your right knee forward, place the right foot between the palms of your hands, and then we're going to rise up for crescent lunge, keeping the legs strong, heart facing the front of the room, really radiating those positive vibes. You can look towards your hands and do a slight back bend if that feels comfortable for you. And place the hands back by the foot, push it back, and you're going straight back into your plank, lowering down, straight into upward facing dog, and then pushing back into downward facing dog. So a nice little flow there. This time you're going to take your left knee forward, place the foot between the palms of the hands, rise up strong, crescent pose. Should be getting nice and warm now. And then you're going to put your hands down and then go back into the plank position again and lower down. Inhale to lift up into upward facing dog, and then exhale to push back again into downward facing dog. One big step forward, and you're going to go into a nice forward fold. Really feeling that stretch. Then go up into your halfway lift. And then when you're ready, you're going to bend your knees, sweep your arms up, back into that chair pose, pushing your hips back. And we're going to hold here for 5 breaths. And exhale. Great, guys. So we're going to come to the front of the mat now, and I just want you to ground your feet into the ground like we did in the beginning. We're going to work on our balance, so start by lifting your left leg up and hovering it, and then your right leg up and hovering it, and then back with your left leg, because we're going to go into tree pose. So I want you to lift your leg up first, left leg up first, place it on your inner thigh or in your inner calf. Inhale to lengthen the spine. Make sure you're taking the crown of the head upwards. Breathe evenly, relax the shoulders. And then on your last exhale, you're going to put your feet back down into Tadasana, so standing fold, and then you're going to repeat on the other side. Inhale to lengthen the spine. Oops, so it appears I have a technical glitch with the video. It's okay, I'm going to count you down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're back. Back to the front of the mat, roll the shoulders back, and we're going to sweep down into chair pose, pushing the bottom back, staying strong, and breathe. From here you're going to fold forward, and then you're going to come up, and I want you to step out parallel on the mat. So pivot the left foot about 90 degrees and the right 45. Your weight should be equally balanced on both feet. Inhale deeply, and as you exhale, bend your torso to the left, downwards from the hips, keeping the waist straight, and allow your right hand to come up to the air, and your left hand should just slide down your straight leg as far as you need to feel the stretch. Dristi should be looking up towards your right hand, and you're just going to breathe here. Inhale to come up, turn the feet around. Inhale again, and exhale to fold the opposite side. While you're doing these poses, I encourage you to, as you exhale, to release anything that no longer serves your higher good. And as you inhale, feel that you are attracting that positivity into your life. Inhale to come back to center, exhale, and then bend that right knee, because we're going to go straight into warrior 2. So just bend it forward, keeping the back leg straight, straightening the arms. Eye gaze should be just over the middle finger. Stay strong in the pose. Inhale, bring the arms up, twist the body to the back of the mat, because we're going to go into warrior 1. You can have a gentle back bend if you like. You can look towards the palms of your hands. Really keep this pose strong. From here we're going to pivot center, and all the way around to the opposite side, and then bend that front leg. Warrior one again. Keeping strong in the pose. Stay focused, stay strong, stay grounded. And then open back up into warrior two, really opening up that chest, really feeling this strength from your head to your toes, keeping your arms in line with your shoulders and breathing. Can you maintain a breath right now? Step to the front of the mat. And we're going to relax into forward fold, just to take that tension back out of your back from all that strengthening exercise. And then from here we're going to go back into mountain pose, so really grounding the feet down, pushing the shoulders back. And then fold down, hands to the ground, because we're going to go back into chaturanga. Now instead of going down, we're going to go down halfway and then we're going to push back, almost like a half push up. Hold it, and now we're going to go down the full way, slow and controlled, keeping the back straight. Inhale into upward facing dog. Take an exhale, push the hips back into downward facing dog. I'm going to stay here for 5 breaths. Remember, beautiful thoughts build a beautiful soul. So keep your thoughts really nice, keep your breathing nice and easy. We're nearly there now. Not long until the end of the practice. You should be feeling amazing right now. Right, knees to the ground now. And you're going to push back into child's pose. Easy breathing here. I want you to check back in with yourself. How are you feeling? How is your breath? Can you maintain a breath? Okay, now I want you to put your right leg forward because we're going to go straight into pigeon pose. So keep your hips straight towards the front of the mat and really try and use the ground to push out of the hips so you can stay strong in your pose. Go as deep as you need to go to feel that stretch, and then switch legs to the other side. It should feel really good after all the chair poses we've done and the lunges. So just take this time just to relax and see how deep you can sink into the pose. From here, you can sweep your back leg round. And we're just going to cross our legs and go into a meditative state. While you're here, relax, close your eyes. I want you to start visualizing what your intention is for the rest of the day. What is it that you want to achieve? What is it that you're going to do to make your soul happy today? Come forward on your mat, lay back down. We're going to put your knees to chest, Asana. Then I want you to hug your knees and gently roll from side to side. It's time to relax now. And if you want to feel that stretch even more, I invite you to bring your head up to your knees. Hold it for a second. Come back down and continue to roll. Now I'm going to ask you to stretch your legs out because we're going to go back into Savasana. So this is the time now for you to restore all the energy back from the practice. Our last pose today. Close your eyes and relax. Okay, bringing your knees up, rolling over to your left side and gently getting up. Thank you so much for joining me today. It's been great having you. I just want to leave you on this last note for today, which is the key to being happy is knowing you have the power to choose what you accept and what you let go. Namaste.